So with the year coming to an end, I'm going to talk about my top 5 Pixelmon in the mod right now. So this is as of version 2.5.7, and with 3.0 bringing some massive changes and a whole ton of new Pokemon, I figured this would be an awesome part to talk about what are the top 5 Pixelmon in 2013. First Pokemon is Charizard, being one of the first Pokemon you ever see in Pixelmon, and Pokemon in general, being that faithful starter. He does have an amazing moveset being fire and flying, and between that and then learning Dragon Rage at a very early time and doing 40 damage to any type, he basically is unstoppable early game. There's nothing you could do to stop him unless you get some really good water move on him. And even then, you could just kind of Dragon Rage people to death, and that's what most people do. Charizard is an amazing Pokemon to start with. Lapras is arguably one of the cutest Pokemon in Pixelmon. Just riding it on like it's a little train, which I know I've done, and all these other cool things it has, but it is also one of the biggest forces to be reckoned with. Lapras has a 4 times defense to ice moves and the ability to learn Thunderbolt. The combination of Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, and Thunderbolt will give you an almost unstoppable Pokemon, being able to take out easily over 60% of Pokemon in the mod, and then still being tanky enough to absorb most of the attacks that can be thrown at it. Do I even have to say anything for this one? Dragonite being one of 3 final evolution dragon Pokemon in the mod right now. He is basically unstoppable. If your opponent doesn't have Ice Beam, they're pretty much screwed. There's really no way to beat a Dragonite. Evolving at level 55, so he is definitely going to have really good stats to begin with. If you could run Thunderbolt, odds are you're going to kill the Pokemon with Ice Beam. If you take out that Pokemon with Ice Beam, basically nothing can touch Dragonite. He has amazing stats. He is just a really well-rounded Pokemon. If you could get 2 Dragon Dances up, hell, even if you get 1 Dragon Dance up, you could basically sweep an entire team no matter what types they are. Being extremely fast, having extremely high special and physical attack damages, you really could just sweep teams with just Dragonite. So, Miltank. As many of you may know if you watch any of my Let's Plays, I love Miltank. Being the server mascot, as soon as you log on, you could see a giant picture of Miltank. He and me have really grown a strong relationship, not only because he's cute, cuddly, has ores, and he's just a tank. Miltank can basically change an entire battle around. If you could run a Miltank with Milk Drink, Body Slam, and the other 2 moves don't even matter. Just a Miltank with Milk Drink and Body Slam, you could eventually get a Paralyze off and have enough Milk Drinks to heal yourself up. I've turned around entire gym battles with Pokemon 5, even 10 levels higher than me just because I have this Miltank. It's an ace in the hole. Every Pixelmon team should be running a Miltank. It's just too good to pass up. The only Pokemon that could top Miltank on a list for me is Gengar. Being a ghost and poison type, there are only a few, maybe even 2 Pokemon in the mod right now that can so much as do any real damage to him. And then, even after they kill him, running a Gengar with Curse can haunt the team for turns and turns to go. I mean, Gengar is just an unstoppable force in Pixelmon right now. You can basically just do anything. Between a Shadow Ball, his extremely high special attack, and then putting people to sleep, using Dream Eater to do in more damage, there's just really no way to stop this thing right now until further updates. Even if you do somehow get enough damage done to Gengar, and he could do a curse on you and just sacrifice himself but do massive damage to you each turn, and it's crippling. There's no way to beat this right now. I recommend that everyone runs a Gengar. I do hope you guys did enjoy this little top 5 list. I did have a lot of fun making it, and let me know if you want to see more of these in the future. Hopefully we can get more in depth. It is New Year's Eve, and I did try and get this banged out pretty fast, so yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.